live in San Salvador with more. Bill, hey, great stuff from out there. Good morning.
Hey, guys. Thank you. Good morning again from the capital city, San Salvador. The video you see of us walking there is at a jail about 30 minutes west of here. The capital city, MS-13 gangs is a big focus of his trip down here to make sure that the law enforcement agencies in El Salvador know that the United States has their back. It's a big push that goes on here in Guatemala and Honduras, these Northern Triangle countries that we talked about just about 30 minutes ago. With regard to the investigation matter now, it is clear, based on our interview and discussion, that he has a roadmap as to what he is looking at and, frankly, how far he's going back. In this portion of the interview, some specific questions about the FISA court, about the dossier, and about the previous intel officials who are no longer in government. That's where we start this section. How do you think John Brennan and James Clapper handled the Russian investigation?
Well, again, I don't want to speculate about the facts because I don't know the facts at this point.
At all?
I know some facts, but it's premature to be discussed.
Can you tell us what the Steele dossier had to do with this? What role did that play?
Well, that's one of the questions, that we're going to have to look at. It's a very unusual situation to have opposition research like that, especially one that on its face had a number of clear mistakes and a somewhat jejune analysis, and to use that to conduct counterintelligence against the American political campaign is would be a strange development. I'm not sure what role it played, but that's something we have to look at.
Do you smell a rat in this at this point?
I don't know if I'd describe it a rat. I would just say that the answers I'm getting are not sufficient.
Just to follow up on that, Republicans have said for months that these men, Brennan, Clapper, maybe James Comey, had it in for Trump. Do you think that's true?
Again, I'm not going to speculate about their motives.
In the period of time between Election Day and the inauguration, did anyone in government or in intelligence, did they take action to justify their decisions?
Between Election Day, did you say?
Between Election Day of 2016 in November and Inauguration Day.
I think there were some very strange developments during that period. That's one of the things we want to look into.
Such as?
Such as the handling of the meeting on January 6th between the intelligence chiefs and the president, and the leaking of information subsequent to that meeting.
Was that meeting in New York City?
Yes.
In Trump Tower?
Yes.
What questions do you have about what happened that day?
Again, I'm not going to get into that.
But it's on your mind.
That's one of the things we need to look at.
Can you characterize how far advanced you are in understanding that meeting?
We're still in the stage of gathering all the information.
And the reason why that's all important, if we go back in time, in January of 2017, you're within that period before the president sworn in. James Comey is meeting at Trump Tower in New York City.